Hey, everybody, this is Joseph Pasek, and welcome to the Fired Up Network. Welcome to College Gridiron. He's just getting situated. You've seen him last week, the great two-time Emmy Award winner, Mark Everett Kelly. And Mark has a couple friends here that we're going to touch on College Gridiron here, week 3 in the SEC. Mark, I'll leave it to you. You got a couple friends there, so go ahead, tell me who they are, and let's introduce them.
Well, we have the football team from Fife. Now, this is a legendary football team, a legendary program, which has won state championships. They got a legendary coach, and he has the second most wins in South Carolina, in Alabama high school history. Coach Benefield, and a great guy. He really loves the kids. His wife also coaches at the school. And so let's bring some of the men. We got Ryder Gibson first. Now, Ryder, he only has rushed for 630 yards last 2 weeks. Scored 11 touchdowns, averaging 14 and a half yards per rush. But a lot of it is because of these great guys around him, his offensive line. And he'd be the first to tell you that.
Yeah, yes, sir. That's right.
All right. And is he leading the league in yardage from scrimmage or running?
High school statistics aren't really as easy to come by, and so you don't really know. But I'd say, not too many running backs have ran for 600.
Okay, so I'm going to ask, what's his name? Ryder? Is that his name?
Yep.
Yes, sir.
Okay, Ryder, who's your favorite NFL player?
I'd probably say Derrick Henry.
Boo. We beat him this week. My team's the Buffalo Bills. You obviously watched that game, right?
Yes, sir. I did.
What did you think of the remarkable comeback and Josh Allen, the MVP, who reminds me of me? Mark reminds me of Lamar Jackson.
I don't know. Josh, he did a pretty good job, and I know he was the MVP last year, and he did what he always does. I don't know. How.
That was a crazy game Sunday night, though.
Yeah.
Okay, so let me ask you one final question, then we'll go on to your teammate and preview a couple games in SEC. You say your favorite players, Henry and all that, but when you look at football, do you look at it differently now because you're a player, you want to come up to the NFL level, hopefully, and everything like that? What do you train harder? What do you do to get to the next level?
No, so I don't really. It's not that I look at it differently. I just try to keep my head down and work hard and focus on the little things and just get better each and every day.
And a side note, how was Mark as a teacher? You could tell me the truth, okay? You could tell me.
I wasn't his teacher. I'm just saying. I just write and follow it. They don't know me that well. They see me at games. I'm probably like, who's that guy on the sideline? What's his deal? But we're getting to know each other now. I wrote for them last year. I was the editor for the Times Journal last year, and now I'm doing independent stuff.
Ryan, if he doesn't write well, you tell me. I'll lay the smackdown on him. All right, come on,
yes,
okay. Sir. So that's it. All right, Mark, go ahead to introduce other guys, and then we'll preview a few games.
What about SEC? Who?
Okay, you want to preview it now?
Yeah, because we each gave each one of them a game.
Okay, so hold on. I'll get a few games out there. Top 25. He's got Texas. Okay, yes. So let's start off with Texas then. So he's got Texas. Well, who do you have? Texas and UTEP. Texas is 7th ranked. So Ryan's got Texas, and 41.5. Texas is favorite. Do you think that's too much? Do you think they'll cover the spread?
I think that's just about right. As long as Arch Manning can get the ball to I think his name's what's his name? I think it's CJ Baxter and Ryan Wingo, and then Parker Livingstone, the freshman.
All right, and
he had a good performance last year, or not last week, and I think as long as they can get him the ball and throw it to him, and not make mental mistakes, I think they can do it.
Livingstone leads the conference, 29 yards per reception.
And so, Mark, do you like that pick, or do you tend to they won't cover 40?
You guys know more than I do about the SEC. So I'm comfortable in saying what they say.
All right. What's the next game?
All right. Who we got next? Come on. Who's next? All right. Say your name.
Hunter Latham.
Hunter Latham. What position you play on?
Tight end.
Tight end. All right.
Tight end. All right. So which game does he want to take?
He's got Florida LSU.
Florida LSU. LSU, third rank. They're favored by 7.5. You think they cover?
Yes, sir. I think Florida can really, or LSU can really do their job if they keep Perkins on the outside containing like he's been doing the past couple of weeks. Him and the Weeks brothers have been shutting it down really good on defense, holding everybody.
Yeah, they're really shutting it down. And I think 7.5 is way too small. I think it's going to be a 2-touchdown game. That's what I believe. That you believe that also, right?
Yes, sir. I believe LSU. Florida's coming off pretty good with Jake Slaughter at center. He can really hold his ground blocking wise. But I feel like Perkins and the Weeks brothers, they can really put pressure on Nussmeier, and they're going to make him probably throw some passes he really doesn't want to get out there, and probably result in turnovers that LSU will really need going into this game.
So I'll ask you the same question that I asked your teammate there. So you say you're a tight end. Who's your favorite NFL player?
I really like Brock Bowers because when he came from Georgia, I mean, you look at his Georgia stats, and they was incredible for an SEC tight end.
Yeah.
And he really reminds me a lot of Gronk, the way he plays. And coming into the NFL, he really showed that he can be there and play at that level as a first-year rookie.
So my question is, can you spike the ball like Gronk?
Can you spike the ball like Gronk?
I don't know if Coach will be happy.
That's the one thing you got to learn, how to spike the ball like Gronk. If you're going to make millions, you got to spike the ball like Gronk. Come on.
I think Coach Benefield would kick him off the team probably.
All right. That's it. Good luck and keep safe. And on both those guys, keep healthy because, you got to have health when you play professional sports or college sports. Who we got next, Mark?
Who's up next? Here we go. Just say your name.
Noah Gwynn.
What position you play?
I'm the center.
You're the center. Oh, everything goes through you. All right. Which game are we looking at?
Notre Dame, Texas A&M.
Okay. Notre Dame is 8th ranked. Texas A&M is 16th ranked. 6.5-point favorites. Notre Dame. Who you got?
I'm going to go Texas A&M.
Really? You're calling outright win?
Outright win.
Okay. And why you so confident that way?
I mean, C.J. Carr, freshman quarterback at Notre Dame, he's still learning. While A&M has Marcel Reed, who's experienced, and he's a dual threat guy. I think Notre Dame's going to have a hard time containing him. And Mario Craver catching the ball on the outside for him too.
Don't lie. You like the center better at Texas A&M than Notre Dame. That's the truth, right? So but okay, center is an interesting position. Let's talk a little bit about center there. We talked about a running back and tight end, but center, you sort of with the quarterback, you control the game because you got to give the ball to the quarterback every play.
Yes, sir.
You don't do that though, do you?
I mean, you gotta do it.
This is where the NIL money is going to
go. Mark wants me to ask, what's it like to somebody touching you from behind? But I'm not going to ask that question. Yeah. Mark, come on. But what's
come on, Joe?
A couple years.
Keep those conversations to ourselves.
To you, I don't talk about that. All right, look, what's the main thing as a center that you got to learn? Because you talk about wide receiver, running back, you got to have speed and everything like that. But is it tackling and protecting the quarterback left, right, and everything like that? Or what's the main thing you got to learn or advance to get to the sort of pro level?
I would say the main thing at center is your intelligence. You have to be able to read the defense just like the quarterback because you're the captain of the offensive line. So you're trying to tell all them what they have to do too. So kind of the whole how your coverages, your pass blocking, your run blocking, it all goes through you. So I'd say the center is probably the most important when it comes to intelligence.
It's the field general right here.
He's already got more intelligence than Mark. He's got more intelligence than Mark. Put it that way. Okay, so hopefully, yeah. See, Mark, come on, especially if you're going to touch. Never mind. All right, Mark. Who's the next continued
got next?
in your career?
But this guy's a big guy, hulking guy.
All right. What position does he play? What's his name?
Jay Carter-Lyles, left tackle.
Jay Carter-Lyles. He's a left tackle.
All right. So I'm going to ask you, start off the bat, the same question as I. Left, right tackle. If they switch you to right tackle, is it the same or is there a little bit more of adjustment?
It's pretty much the same in our offense.
All right.
They're like the Green Bay Packers. I mean, they pound you and they run like it's basically execution. You know, they're going to execute much better than you.
How do you know the Green Bay Packers pound you? I'm talking about the Washington, at that time, Redskins, the Hogs. He looks like a hog. Come on.
Yeah, he does look like a hog.
See? All right. Which game are we previewing?
Which game?
Auburn and South Alabama.
Ooh, Auburn and South Alabama.
Auburn and South Alabama. So I'm hold on here. I'm going to
remember, people are sensitive about Auburn. Auburn and Alabama, they're more sensitive about, right?
Well, Auburn is 24th ranked. South Alabama, they're 24.5-point favorites. Auburn there. Who do you got in this one?
I think it's a little bit low. I think Auburn can win by more than 24.
You're an Auburn fan?
Yes.
There you go.
I think it's going to be 48-3. It sort of reminds me, Mark, when my team was playing your team, you've never scored more than 6 points in a game. I beat you. My team beat you 72-6, and the only time when 6, I felt bad for you. I really did. I went backwards and I just gave you the ball. I just whatever, give him 6 points and all that. So
now,
that
what planet did we play those games?
No, hold on. That was the only points he scored all year. All right, that's why. Come on, Mark, tell them the truth. But honestly, I do agree with him that I think it's going to be, like I said, a 48-3 game. Sometimes these lines and bookmakers amaze me. Like, why so low? And then they gave some team 41-point lead, or Texas. What was Texas? 29.5 or something like that. The bookmakers are, I don't know what they're doing. Maybe they're watching Mark's program or whatever and falling asleep or something like that. But
yeah,
but you know, like, I can't believe the bookmakers there. I agree with you. I think it's going to be and to your position, I think the Hogs and that offensive line are going to get the job done and win bigger because they protect the quarterback, give him more time to throw bombs and to hit touchdowns. Do you agree?
Yes, sir. And the great receivers and the running approach too is really good.
How do you think the quarterbacks played for Auburn this year? Are you happy with him?
Yes, he ran the ball really good the first game, and last game he showed them how he could throw it.
I mean, I know they got up to a rough start against Baylor, like they were behind, but then they just dominated them. So, yep. I mean, Auburn fans down here, they haven't won for a little while, and their big games are obviously against Alabama, but they can get there this year and be in the top 10 and be in the playoff conversation. That's going to be a real accomplishment.
You know what? He's a little bit scared because last time he picked against Auburn, some guy named Charles Barkley wanted to bounce his head like a basketball. Okay, so I don't. Come on, I know all the secrets, Mark. Do you want me to tell the whole?
You have to remind me of that.
Yeah, like your head is like a basketball. Come on. Anyways, let's go to the next game, next player, and everything.
Yeah.
Good luck in your career.
Look at this big guy, another big guy. They're making me look small.
You are small. All right, so say your name and what position you play.
Cooper Harrison, tight end.
Tight end, another tight end. Okay, what game are we looking at?
Alabama, Wisconsin.
Alabama, Wisconsin. First of all, Alabama losing that I believe they lost the first game. Did they lose that first game? What did you think of losing that first game, but hopefully bouncing back? They're 20.5-point favorites over Wisconsin, Alabama 19. And I was surprised that first game of the year that they lost, and they lost, I think it was 17-3, right?
Yeah, I mean, Florida State just pretty much dominated. No, they scored a touchdown on their first drive, Alabama.
Yeah.
But they just couldn't execute in the second half. And Florida State, because Malzahn is their offensive coordinator, so it is especially painful for Alabama to lose to him.
All right.
The ex-Auburn coach.
Who does he have for the prediction?
I have Alabama. Big Alabama.
Shocker.
I was gonna say no shit, right? So that's it. But you think they cover 20.5?
What do you think?
Yeah, I think if Todd Simpson can settle in, get some passes off, get the ball to his talent around him, we can be pretty good offensively.
All right. Again, good luck in your career. And who's the next guy up? Come on, we got to go through this like a baseball
Who's
order.
next? Let's go. Oh, this is bigger guy.
Bigger guy. All right. What's his name and what position?
Ian Slayton, right guard.
Ian Slayton, right guard.
Okay, right guard. All right. Who we looking at?
Oklahoma and Temple.
Oklahoma and Temple. Oklahoma, 13th ranked. They're 21.5-point favorites over Temple. Who do you got in this one?
I got Oklahoma winning it.
Well, again, has Temple ever won a game against Oklahoma since 1986 or something like that? Back when Mark was born.
Yeah,
But
earlier than that, but yeah.
Yeah. So what are you picking? Do you think they're going to cover 21.5?
Oh, definitely.
All right. And what do you think of Oklahoma this year?
Man, they got a real good transfer quarterback in, John Mateer. He's got a real good arm on him, make him run good.
What about the right guard play?
Yeah. What about the right guard play?
I figure they're going to be pretty good.
Is it pretty good, or do they need somebody like you to substitute?
They might need me out there. I don't know.
Mm-hmm. I mean, these guys, do you know they've outscored the opposition 67-0 in the second half last 2 weeks?
Last 3 weeks, 67-0.
2 weeks, yeah. It was 1 point game against Pisgah 2 weeks ago, and last week they were tied against Collinsville.
My question is, why only 67, not 100?
Yeah, why?
That's a letdown, man. You gotta go out like Nike. Just do it. All right.
Coach Benefield's a good guy. He don't like to show up anybody.
Yeah, right. Let me talk to him. I'll get him motivated. These guys have to win like crazy there. Okay. Good luck with the rest of your career. Who's the next one up?
What we got? All right. Who's the last one we got? No, you're not doing it? Oh, make sure you take care of him.
I know he's scared talking to the president of the province of Canada, the mayor-elect of North America, soon to run for the mayor of Mozambique. I can't spell it, but I can run for it. All right? So, who we got and what game is he previewing?
Which game first?
Weston Evans, I'm right tackle. And I
Right
got
tackle.
Ole Miss and Arkansas.
Ole Miss in Arkansas.
Ole Miss in Arkansas. All right. So, Ole Miss is favored by 7.5. They're 17th ranked. Arkansas, Arkansas, every game they're up, down. They lead almost every game, and then they fall apart after 3 or 5 minutes or a quarter or whatever. What do you expect in this one?
I think Ole Miss has got it, so I think Austin Simmons just needs to get his passing yards and learn to run the ball.
Well, for people like Mark, you think they cover the spread. All he cares about is the spread.
You think they go? What's the spread again?
7.5.
7.5.
So
I think so.
I think it's pretty good.
Yeah, I think they cover it.
Yeah.
It's more than a touchdown, so you believe it's going to be like 10 or 12 points, right?
Yes, sir.
Now, how about this, Joe? What team is Ole Miss going to lose to that they shouldn't this year?
Well, I got to look at the schedule. Come on.
Well, I mean, last year they lost to Kentucky at home, and that was the typical Lane Kiffin. But you got to give away the Lane Kiffin Award every year, which is the most awful loss.
Awful loss. Okay, so hold on. I'm looking at Ole Miss. Well, I in 2 weeks, I'm going to say this. In 2 weeks, they play LSU. There's no way Ole Miss will beat LSU. All right? Yeah. That's it. It's game over. I spoke to Shaq. Shaq told me they're lucky to score 10 points in that game. All right? And I did speak to Shaq, but not about that game. I spoke to him about his wrestling.
What did you talk to him about then? You show off? You name dropper?
I don't name drop. I watch him be involved in wrestling. We spoke about his wrestling career. He wants to take Mark's basketball head and squish it. All right, so that's what he wants to do. Do we got any more from the team there?
That's all.
That's all. All right. What's
one more game we got to do though?
South Carolina. Hold on. Before because this is the last member. What's your record this year, and how do you think you're going to do in the playoffs and everything like that?
Yeah, what's your record so far, and how do you think you're going to do in the playoffs?
Well, we're 2-1 right now, and I think as long as we get our act together and we can focus on getting better on defense and pass coverage, we'll make it to playoffs and hopefully make it a state.
So let me get this straight. You were 2-1, and the one loss is Mark wasn't wearing pants and distracted you guys, right?
I wasn't there actually that game. That was in Georgia.
That's why you had to change your pants. You ran away. All right. Well, what's the last game where we got a preview, Mark?
All right. So South Carolina, Vandy.
Wait a minute. I got an interesting stat here. All right, an interesting stat. What are you looking at? Like you? Wait a minute. Is that the stat you were going to say?
What's that?
You want to take the last time they won and all that?
Yeah.
Okay, I'll let you.
Oh yeah,
I'll
that's because you.
I'll let you say no. Wait, hold on. We're going to talk about that game. Okay, I'll let you give the stat since 2016. So go ahead.
So South Carolina's won 17 straight against them. Last time they lost was 2008. And South Carolina being ranked number 11, it's just whenever they get in the top 10, they start to sweat a little bit, and then they're due for a bad loss. So
you're favored by 4.5 this game.
Yeah, this is a game that they could lose. Historically, they lose this game.
So are you going on the line and saying
that they've never been like in this position where they're 11th ranked?
Well, you know what? I'm going to tell you they're going to win this game.
Okay.
And I'm going to tell you they're going to cover 4.5 points.
Good for you.
And you know what? Since you're asking, I've never been wrong in 2026.
All right, that's good. But I did well in the NFL last week, though.
Well, that's you. But who's my team in the NFL? Come on.
Buffalo. And
did Buffalo make the most remarkable comeback? Because I finally, at halftime, said, get rid of Sean McDermott. This is the president of the provinces of Canada, Buffalo, Canada, Quebec, New York. Get it right. And
was it as good as 35-3?
Yeah, 35-3 was Houston in that playoff game when we beat them. So you think you're going to get me off here? Come on already.
I'm saying, was it as good as that, as fulfilling as that one?
No, right, because Houston is not, 20, 25, 30 years ago, Houston was good, but not on the caliber of Baltimore, where, your buddy there, one of the players who liked Henry, Henry was running the ball.
Yeah,
Lamar was, but you get the feeling, like nothing against Lamar Jackson and Henry and all that, but you get the feeling that when the game is really on the line, these guys are not trusted with the ball. No matter Josh Allen, the MVP, and everybody, Coleman got it, and all the defense stepped up, and let's give it to Matt Prater there, because coming off the plane, 24 hours before, and then kicking it at age, well, he's almost as old as you, like 88. But come on. All right. So, by the way, Mark Everett Kelly will be back here to preview week two of the National Football League. But I want to say here as we close out College Gridiron, Mark, thank you to all.
These guys, you make one last facial appearance. These
okay,
guys are
go ahead. All of them make facial appearance. All of them make, and whoever wants me to set them up on a date, and I could set them up on a date. I'll call.
They do okay themselves.
No, they got a Rihanna. Have you ever dated a Rihanna? Who has money? Who has money? Have you ever dated a Rihanna? Or me and Travis Kelce, I helped him out get Taylor Swift's ring. I said, you give me $555,000 and I'll give you the ring. I got him a bubblegum ring, but anyways. All right, so but good luck with your continued season, and please don't lose another game when Mark strips down. All right?
We're going to edit that out. No, but I mean, a great community, a great school, and a great head coach, and there's so much to be proud of for these guys.
Yeah, and continued success. Seriously, guys, Mark's a great guy, and your coach is. I heard amazing things about your coach and all. He gave me $5 to say that. So, I heard amazing things about your success, and the coach is there. Just keep working hard. Keep doing the drills. I know nobody wants to practice and practice and practice and practice, right? But it makes you good. It makes you good, and right guard, tight ends, wide receivers. I'm surprised you didn't get the quarterback there. Come on,
Yeah,
should
no,
have got a
man.
quarterback. All right, but no. Who are you playing before you guys? Who are you playing this week?
Asbury.
Asbury.
All right, what's their record?
0-3.
0-3.
They're struggling.
All right, wait. Did you just say 0-3?
Yeah.
All right, it's time to give the prediction, the president's prediction. I guarantee that you're gonna. I was gonna use slobber knocker over these guys. What's their name?
Asbury.
I guarantee you win by 21 points. If I'm wrong, we're
That might
gonna
get destroyed
shave.
in 1 quarter.
In 1 quarter. But if I'm wrong, we're gonna shave Mark Everett Kelly's hair. All right. So if he wants to keep his head, he gives you motivation for at least a 21-point victory.
Yeah.
Or even better, a 21 points leading at the end of the first quarter.
Yeah,
all right? Or else he loses his hair. Who wants to see him bald?
No one. No one.
I didn't hear. I only heard from you.
No one.
Come on.
No one.
No one. All right. But no, seriously, best of luck. And hopefully, this game's an easy game. You got to at least score 50 points in this one. All right?
They will.
Don't say they will. I'm motivating them. Where's the coach? Is the coach there? This is how you motivate. No. Stop interrupting me. You're going to be bald at the end. Come on. All right. Continued success. And Mark's going to be back here on the Fired Up Network previewing week 2 of the National Football League. But, Mark, tell them about your great sponsors.
We have the Cattle Stampede, which is where we are right now, which they really are great with.
Okay, you're right there right now?
Yeah, this is where. Yeah.
Okay, guys, I want you to tell me this: who took care of the bill? Did Mark take care of the bill?
Well, we didn't eat necessarily, but they
got
here about.
Either you ate or not. What do you had a piece of bread? Is that what you're telling me?
Miles would take care of the bill.
You can't even pay for the whole team?
No, Miles would. Miles is like that. Miles does so much for the community, and he loves all the sports teams. And they make it really available for middle-class families to come and get a great meal. They had put one of their specials on Facebook, and somebody messaged me back like, that's an unbelievable deal. So they really look out for the community.
Have you seen Mark eat without his pants? Because he gets dirty and then he cleans his hands on his pants and everything like that, man. But honestly,
you wouldn't tell.
What's the name of the restaurant?
The Cattle Stampede.
Cal Stampede, all right. So
and also we got Bobby Ledbetter's Twin City Auto Sales. There you are. Bobby's a great guy, and he gives you great deals on cars.
All right. So if anybody wants a car and everything like that, you go to Bobby, and
absolutely
good luck with your victory this weekend. And thanks a lot, guys.
Thank you, guys.
Thank you.
Thank you.